Live from a radio studio B, this is Two Guys and a Chick Show. Get your fucking mind out of the gutter.
Right. Hello, and we are here. Yes, Two Guys and a Chick Show. Welcome to the show. And I don't have a clock in front of me, so I don't even know what time it is.
And you're too blind to see it in your...
I'm too blind to see, but it's also like, what's the date? Today's what, the 18th?
Yes.
My God, where did September go? Zoop, it's already halfway over. Mm-hmm. And October's right around the corner, and it's like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, wow. Another year shot to hell. So pretty soon we're going to have a, dumbass of the year. We're going to have to do the countdown.
Oh, heaven forbid.
There's no shortage of dumbasses, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's not a problem. We can always come up with another dumbass. That's easy enough, right?
Aside from the fact that I have to go through all of the stories that we did this year and choose a dumbass of the year,
Right.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, jumping right to it, let's go to the story of the stupid dumbass story of this guy is like, how stupid can this guy be?
You're going to have to fill me in.
Well, the first one is this guy who apparently opened fire after he was, this guy opened fire at, what was it, Fort Hood again? Or at the Navy Yard?
Oh, you're talking about the Washington, D.C. shootings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, in the Navy Yard, right?
Yes.
Now, this guy, apparently he heard voices and the whole deal.
Really? I have not been following the story, so I don't really know what's going on.
Well, I haven't really been following it either, so I'm going with the whole, spontaneity thing to get my whole deal. Yeah, but apparently, this is a decorated military veteran. He opened fire at the Washington Navy Yard on Monday in a burst of violence that killed 13 people, including the gunman, of course, right? God forbid. Couldn't get a hold of this guy.
So he opened fire on everybody and then shot himself.
Yeah, well, yeah, right?
Typical.
Yeah. So, and set off waves of panic at the military installation just miles from the White House and the U.S. Capitol. The FBI identified the suspect as Aaron Alexis. He's 34 of Fort Hood, Texas, a one-time Navy contractor who attended a Buddhist temple and had 2 gun-related brushes with the law. He received a general discharge from the Navy Reserve in 2011 after a series of misconduct issues. He was killed in one of several gun battles with police.
So
The motive and how he breached the security remain unknown. About 12 people were injured. Washington mayor said that it was unclear how many of them were shot. But hours after the incident, police were searching for a possible second suspect in an incident that raised questions about security at the Washington Navy Yard. Shouldn't security at a Navy Yard be pretty damn tight?
one would think, yes.
So does our government make the stupid news story of the week? I mean, what in the world? You know what I mean? Apparently somehow the gunman managed to enter the Naval Sea Systems Command Headquarters building. I mean, that's a heavy-duty building. And he started picking off victims from a fourth floor office there. And he set off pandemonium with fire alarms sounding, security officers yelling, the whole thing. And where the shooting took place required 2 separate identification badges. One of them to get onto the base and the other one to make the access to the building. So, I mean, how does this all happen?
Maybe he watches Burn Notice.
He's a fan of Michael Weston. Well, I'm a fan of Michael Weston too, but I got to tell you, on the other end of the coin, I mean, what? is going on out there? What's wrong with these people? I don't even mean him. I mean, yeah, he should have been taken down a long time ago, but the Navy, couldn't they catch this guy at the gate? How did he get, don't they have identification that you just can't duplicate, you can't copy? I mean, I'm sure there's going to be more information coming out on this thing, but it's remarkable.
I think if you talk to the right person, you can find somebody that can copy just about anything. You just have to find the right person.
I guess you could, but I mean, the other thing is, apparently, let's see if I can find the spot here, but he had a little brush with the law just recently where he was at a hotel, and he said that there were people coming through the ceilings and the walls at him.
Wow. Interesting. I know, I'm fixing it.
So apparently, they couldn't nab him then when police grabbed him because they were called to the hotel because of a little bit of a snafu. They didn't send him into the wacko ward right there. I mean, what, hello? You know what I mean?
Yeah, hello,
Yeah,
McFly.
hello, McFly.
Exactly.
Hello. That's almost, grab the cop by the badge and say, lock me up, lock me up, lock me up. I mean, isn't that pretty much what that screams?
Yeah, I guess it does. I don't know why they didn't pick him up then. I mean, he said he was in the service before, correct? Did it say he was dishonorably discharged?
No, he said he was just basically released. That's their way of saying they basically wanted him out because he was a whack. Let's see. He was received a general discharge from the Navy Reserve in 2011 after a series of misconduct issues.
Okay, so he was dishonorably discharged. You would assume then that his ID would have been taken from him. So whatever passes he had that would have gotten him onto the base should have been removed from him.
Right, so I'm guessing the passes that got him onto the base were not his,
Right.
but, still.
Maybe maybe he's got a friend who is still in the Navy and he took that guy's ID.
I'm
or
sure there's going to
something?
be more stuff coming out. Yeah, they haven't said exactly who and what, but the security officers at the base were giving everybody technical advice. Run, run, run. That was their advice. How about you go shoot this guy now? You're the one with the gun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Take this guy down. What are we waiting for here?
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they had to clear the building of as many people as they could so
Oh, yeah,
that
they-
more people didn't get shot.
That they had to do.
So they couldn't just tell him take him out right away.
Yeah, I guess, but Anyhow, moving right along, more stupid news. What else you got?
Okay. Well, my first story, I don't know if it's really stupid, but I think it's actually kind of cute. Two boys in England decided that McDonald's needed a little classing up.
Really?
Yes. So they went to McDonald's and they got their dinner and they had a tablecloth on the table and candles and plates and cutlery, and they made a centerpiece for the table out of straws, and they went with black ties on.
Really?
I think it's adorable.
I think it's Matt, do you know these kids?
It's England.
Unfortunately, I can say I do not.
Are they part of this fold? I mean, this is
Well, at one point in the story, you think that they are gay because the story
they showed up together, and
well, no, actually,
the one didn't drop down to one
But
knee
if
and
you look
propose
in
to
the
other
picture,
one, right?
they have wine or something, or they put
they had
soda.
wine glasses. I don't know what they put in the wine glasses.
Sparkling
Could have been their soda.
soda.
It could have been they got shakes, whatever. But they showed up with wine glasses and
They got plates and
Yeah.
real silverware
real
and
silverware
stuff.
and the whole bit.
Hey, you know what? We do that at home. We don't do the candles and stuff, but we do the McDonald's when we had a kitchen. We used to do the McDonald's in a regular plate and whatnot, right?
Yeah. Well, you need somewhere to stick your ketchup. But
I know. This is very technical. We're fat people. If you want to know how to eat, the first thing you do is find a fat person.
Yes.
I
Well,
mean,
they-
even the fish in the ocean, they follow the whales and the sharks because they know there's going to be a lot of collateral damage there. You know, the little fish, they just,
Yes.
oh, shark, follow him. Sooner or later, he's going to get a hold of
Well,
something.
sharks are very messy eaters.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But anyway, there was a question about whether or not they were actually together. They had friends there who took their pictures and they were tweeting the pictures and all that kind of stuff.
okay.
And one of them, post the picture, there was a message with it. It said, "Cheers to my beautiful boyfriend on our special night. Love you, Adam." So then you go, okay, they really are together. They're a couple, whatever, which just makes it that much more cute. It wasn't just, kind of a prank or whatever.
You.
But then they go on
Hooray,
to say
you're gay.
Hooray,
What's that?
you're gay.
Hey,
Hooray, you're gay.
hey, you know what? Hooray, you're gay. But you know, they like Yoo-hoo too.
Okay.
Strawberry you.
I was going to say strawberry Yoo-hoo.
Or banana you.
Banana Yoo-hoo. Wow. That's more like Yoo-hoo.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Well, they went on later to say that they were not actually together. It was just a thing they did to put on.
Just for fun, yeah.
Yes, it was just for fun. But the whole big deal of this story is that there were people there, the employees, that actually wanted to kick them out.
Really?
Yes,
In a McDonald's.
in a McDonald's.
They're kind of, easy going there.
Wanted to kick them out. Supposedly the claim was,
They were causing a ruckus.
no, the claim was that it was because of the cutlery. They had real utensils. Are they
Yeah.
gonna shiv somebody?
Right, what
I
are they
mean,
gonna
what's
do?
the big deal?
Making the plastic stuff look bad.
I guess. Well, the other customers there, as well as other employees there, overruled everybody and they got to stay and they had their little dinner. And the candles weren't even real. They were the little battery operated ones.
Ah, okay. So,
So-
yeah, it was no
No,
problem
the
there.
worst thing they brought in was real cutlery. Forks and knives. That was the worst thing they brought into the place.
So they're young boys on a date.
Yes.
On
Or
a
not.
budget.
They could be just two guys.
Right. Well,
Not
this
that we
is a
have any
date.
problem with that.
Right, but this is obviously a date, and they were on a budget, so they went to McDonald's with their allowance, and they were like, "How do we class this up?"
Yeah.
Sure. And they raided mom's china closet.
I think it's adorable. I think it's
fine.
absolutely adorable.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Actually,
No.
we've done stupid things like that as well.
No, not really.
What do I mean, no, not really. We've done some things.
Okay, you say so.
Haven't we? Maybe that was another chick.
Maybe. I don't remember bringing a tablecloth to McDonald's.
No, I don't mean tablecloths, but we've done something. I'm just, I'm too old to remember. all these
Oh, you're
things.
drawing a blank. Okay.
But I'm thinking we've done something like this, I'm sure. Haven't we?
No. All right.
All right, I'm going to book White Castles for Valentine's Day for you. How about
Oh,
that?
goody.
We'll get you all set up over there.
I'm excited
I'll bring
now.
a red tablecloth. I'll put some rose petals on it. What do you think?
Sure, whatever.
I'll get you in there. I'll just lay a stripe down of pizza rolls or something to get you in the door. What do you think? Huh?
Okay. All right.
As she eats her way into White Castle, I'll be standing there. Tuxedo, moth holes in the sleeve.
All right. Well, you know what a photobomb is, right?
Photobomb?
Mm-hmm.
I don't, maybe not.
Okay. Well, photobomb is when my ear thing just fell out.
All else fails, you throw the photobomb.
No. It was when like the news people or whatever, somebody is taking a picture and somebody else jumps into the picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
I gotcha.
Well, classic photobomb. And this was
Classic
an
photobomb.
accident. It was actually an accident. NASA launched NASA's lunar atmosphere. That's what it was called.
Mm-hmm.
They launched this space thing, this rocket,
Rocket,
whatever.
rocket
Look at
into
the
space.
picture.
Sure.
What do you see in that picture?
Helicopter.
That's not a helicopter.
That's a bug.
It's a frog.
That's a frog.
It's a frog.
What did he do? Walk in front of the green screen?
Apparently, the green screen. No, apparently
Well,
he
because
was
none of that's real, right? You know that. It's all phony.
right. We never walked on the moon.
No, it's all phony.
None
Yeah,
of
we
that
did that in the studio.
And
You
so,
could tell. You could tell. I think it might have been Christine's great grandfather worked there because there was a green halo around Neil Armstrong.
oh jeez. No, seriously, it's a frog. Apparently he
Where the
got,
hell did he come from? He got shot out of a cannon?
no, he got too close to where the rocket was doing its thing, and the smoke and the fire and everything comes out,
Yeah.
and
It
he
shot
get-
him off the ground?
Yes. Poor
Really?
frog.
Poor frog's like 9,000 feet in the air.
Yes.
Oh my God. What is he saying now? Help me!
Basically.
Oh my God. Did
Yeah.
he survive? He could be a hero frog.
He could be. They're saying the condition of the frog is uncertain.
He's bits and pieces. Senor Frog.
Yeah, he's,
Bum, 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 bum.
it's
Wasn't
like
it a
Cajun frog legs now. Blackened.
Yeah, blackened.
Yeah.
So what did they do with the poor frog?
They don't even know where he is.
They should have sent a little ambulance out to get him. Huh? Two little frogs with hats, white hats, get out. Jump over. Bring him back on the little stretcher.
You really are tired.
Put him in the ambulance. Little hospital.
You're way too tired.
Come on, I'm trying to class this place up. We need tablecloths.
I just thought it was kind of funny.
Damn it, give me a tablecloth and some McDonald's fries. Let's get this party started.
Okay, so what'd you bring? I see Miley. Oh, joy.
Well, I brought some stuff, but that's stupid news
Oh.
from the email. But how about this? Could have been me, and no, I don't have any part-time jobs. As it is now, I don't have time to sleep. But here you go. How about this? Los Angeles City bus driver dozed off, causing the vehicle to rip up 2 signs, several trees, a light pole, and a bus stop sign.
Wow.
Could have been me.
No, somehow your car just drives itself.
Oh, knock on wood.
Yeah.
Your mouth to God's eyes. I think God's driving, and He's getting me home a lot of nights.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel and the brake pedal, by the way. Yeah, apparently the incident in the community of Willowbrook to power down the area and repair electrical damage done by the fallen light that hit the bus. A 40-year-old driver was taken to a hospital to be treated for cuts on her hands. It was a herbicide.
Wow.
You know you're working too much when you're falling asleep and you drive for a living.
Then yeah.
Notice I put the drive for a living in there?
Okay. How about this? Kohai Gino.
Kohai Gino, hey. We like a roll with that, Kohai Gino.
It's a man who lives in Tokyo.
Go figure. Here I thought he was living in Seattle.
He's actually being forced out of his home for the second time in his life
Okay.
for the same reason.
Forced out of his home. Same home?
No. The first time he was forced out of his home, it was 1964, and Tokyo was building a new stadium for the Olympics.
Okay.
Okay, so they forced him out of his home
To build a stadium.
to build the stadium.
Because the area is, they're building a stadium, his house is right in the middle.
Well, where his house used to stand is actually a parking lot. Okay, but it was still part of
That
the
sucks.
whole situation. Okay, he's now 79 years old.
Tore down a house to build a parking lot. Okay.
He's now 79 years old, and he's being forced out of his home again.
For another Olympic game.
Yes,
Really?
for the 2020 Summer Olympics.
Nice.
They're building a new stadium, and he's in the
Are
way.
they paying him nice for this? Because normally they do. You know, when they condemn your house, they normally pay you pretty good.
Yeah, but it's Tokyo.
Oh, they just come to your house in the middle of the night, rip you out of there, knock your house down, leave you
Let
laying
you
in the
have
parking
two
lot?
more children.
What?
They let you have 2 more children.
Right.
Oh, so more than the 9 you normally have here in the United States?
The what?
More than the 9 you have here in the United States.
No, no, in China, there's this. It's rumor. It's not really set in stone,
Right.
but you can only have 2 children.
Only 2.
Only 2. That's
I thought he said 2 more.
yeah. That's the compensation for being forced out of his home. Pay attention. There'll be a test later.
I got you. Okay. Got you, Matt. Got you covered, baby. I'm watching your butt every time it wiggles.
You should see it pucker now.
I'm telling you. Ooh, baby.
Oh God.
Condoms and Jack Daniels could be a party.
Such class.
Hey, we are stupid dudes. We're pretty stupid doing it. I don't know why that. You hear that? Maybe it's just me. I'm paying attention.
Okay.
So you got something
Yes,
else?
of course. New Jersey man.
I got one.
New Jersey man.
Okay, you going first?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
He's a commercial fisherman. He saved up nearly $12,000 to buy his girlfriend an engagement ring.
12,000.
Yes. Apparently he's being very generous.
Very generous. Okay.
Yes. So he comes home from this fishing trip. He's got this wonderful check from the boat. He cashes it. He puts the money, the cash, in his backpack,
Okay.
which happens to have a busted zipper. Dumbass.
Okay.
Gets on his motorcycle, drives down the road with his money fluttering out behind him.
God.
He lost it all.
Really?
All of it.
Oh my God. That's nuts.
Yes. But luckily enough, there could be a happy ending.
Could it?
Yes, there could. The highway cleanup crew has found $4,000 of it.
Oh, and they returned it?
Yes, they are returning it. And another person has
Where's
actually
your
come
best?
forward and said that they found another $5,300 of it, and they're going to return it to him tonight.
Really?
Yes. So $9,300 of it he's getting back,
Okay.
which is nice. But what bonehead puts just $12,000 cash loose
In a backpack.
in a backpack with a broken zipper?
Right. No rubber band around it. In an envelope, maybe.
Jam
you
it
know,
all the way to the bottom,
in a-
something.
with a rubber band around it, in an envelope, in another bag,
Weighted down with a rock.
weighted down with a rock and a little tiny machine gun.
What the heck are you doing? Matt wants to go to commercial.
Matt wants. We don't have commercials on Two Guys That Chick.
We do now.
We do now.
All right. Well, then we will go to commercial, and we'll come back in a little bit with Steve Bello.
Okay.
Yes, Steve Bello will be on at about 7:30. He's calling it.
Okay.
You're clear.
Glitz and Glam Boutique. Book your little princess's party today. Glamorous birthday parties. Girls' Day out packages. Hair accessories and jewelry. 5A Canal Street, Center Riches, Long Island, New York. Phone 631-909-7428.
In Rave EO in Ravio. Hey, this is Paul Disclafani, the disco portion of the Glory Days with Bruce and Disco show on Sundays, 10 a.m. to noon. It's a sports show with a twist. We have entertainment, music, and whatever you want to talk about. Only on InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Hey, this is Dan Jacobson, the host of Dear Dad. You can listen to me here Thursdays from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. You're listening to InRavio.com, broadcasting to the world.
Terrestrial radio broadcast to a state. Satellite radio broadcast to a nation.
web radio broadcast to the world. The future of radio is now, broadcasting to 6.8 billion people. InRavio.com. Check out the Two Guys and a Chick Show Wednesday nights, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. InRavio.com. Internet, radio, TV, streaming 24/7. InRavio.com.
Hey, dude, it's me again. You know, Village Music Shop in Mastic. Anyway, you all know my dog, Mr. Big. Yeah. Well, Dudes and Dudettes Village Music Shop has been in business for over 37 years, serving musicians with the best products and service around. Oh, they have private lessons on all instruments and in all styles of music in their new state-of-the-art digital teaching studios, with the excellent sales and service of guitars, drums, school band instruments, amps, PAs, as well as sheet music, books, and accessories. Basically, dudes, everything musical. Right, Big? Yeah. Chill out. Village Music has rentals on all instruments, even PA systems for your parties and barbecues. Oh, cool. Dudes, Village Music Shop never has a sale on stuff because every day our prices are lower than all the competition. Stores, internet, whatever, guaranteed. Yeah. So come to Village Music Shop, 1495 Montauk Highway in Mastic. Phone 1-800-HEY-DUDE. Anyway.
Live from a radio studio B, this is Two Guys and a Chick Show.
And we are back. Yes, Two Guys and a Chick.
Hello.
Matt, just check my mic. So we're back.
There we go.
Hello?
Nope, maybe not.
What's up?
I don't know, I don't hear us. Steve, are you there?
I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Steve, how's it going?
Doing okay. I can hardly hear you guys.
Uh-oh. Matt can fix that. So what's going on? You got all kinds of new stuff happening.
Yeah, I got new sneakers.
Nice.
You know,
What color are
that's
the
the
laces
start.
now?
That began my new phase of my career. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I actually have some shows lined up, which is intriguing. I understand, but work with me. So.
Well, I did notice that you've been playing some music stores, and you've got another one coming up.
Yeah, I played at Taylor's Music in Westchester, Pennsylvania, back in July, and it was really great. It was a big success, and you know, it was a nice turnout, and people got free restrings and a free clinic, and they got their ears blown out courtesy of me, and you know, that was pretty cool. And then from there, just things kind of snowballed. All of a sudden, my phone was ringing. Hey, do you want to do some shows? And I'm like, you know, I would like that. So
Nice.
I'm doing it again.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
So how does a person get to play a music store?
Yeah, is that like a special manager?
Yeah, me.
Yeah, I was going to say. All right,
You
buy
know,
these
I
strings, I'll
got
come
tired of
play.
waiting, and I just made a phone call, and I said, I want to do a clinic.
Nice.
I hadn't done a clinic for Ibanez in 7 years, and they just said, okay, let's get in touch with whoever would run it, and that was it. And I did a clinic, and the next thing I know, I got to meet Bill Rhyme, the CEO of Ibanez, about a month ago, and he saw the videos of the clinic and said, we need to do more clinics for you, and we need to pay a little more attention to you. And I said, you know, that would be kind of cool. I think would be nice. So we're just going to take it from there. So.
Now, Steve, just give our viewers a little bio of what...
I'm sorry, I can hardly hear you, man.
Somehow your mic isn't working, Chuck.
Somehow my mic is...
Yeah, you're both like really low.
Give us an idea of what it is you do, you know, and who you are, and websites, Facebooks, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Give the viewers a rundown.
Well, you know who I am, but for those who don't, My name is Steve Bello, Bello, and you can definitely check me out on Facebook like the rest of the world. And I have a Reverb Nation page, which is getting quite a few hits, which is great.
I noticed.
And MySpace, I think, is dead, but which is a shame because MySpace was great. And you know, I've been getting some endorsements here and there. You know, I'm on the Ibanez site, Morley pedals, Spectraflex cables, Digitech pedals, you know, Gravity guitar picks, DR strings, of course, and you know, working on a couple other deals, and hopefully they'll take, and I'll have more bragging rights. So
That's terrific.
thank you.
So you've got a new show coming up very soon.
Yeah, I got a show, actually 2 shows next weekend with 2 different bands.
Wow.
Yeah, I swear, it's like I had a dry spell for months. The last gig I did with my own band was back in February at Crossroads for Autism Benefit Concert.
Wow.
And I'm going to be honest, I kept trying to get shows and couldn't make any headway, so I have a cover band that asked me to help for shows, to do shows here and there when I'm available, and it's a band called Mary's Basement. You know, so I've been helping them out.
Now, is that because you
there's
practice
another
in Mary's
band
basement?
that I jump on stage with from time to time. They're called Ripped. I just played with them last Saturday at Crossroads, and a really good friend of mine, Brian McGee, is the guitar player, one of the guitar players in the band. We went to high school together, so we both look pretty good for 18. And you know, but as far as the shows I'm doing next Friday with my band, I'm playing a benefit concert to raise money for animal welfare.
Okay.
Which is perfect because everybody knows I love cats, and people see more pictures of cats than of me, so I guess that's a good thing. And
Yes, Linus
you know,
is very
I was
famous.
asked to do the show, and I said, look, you know, I'd love to do it. I'd love to be a part of it, but I don't have a drummer. And the drummer from Freak of the Day, who's running the event, said, look, I'll fill in.
Nice.
You know, the guys in my band are cool with it.
Right.
So he's going to be doing double duty, I think even triple duty. I think he's playing in another band that night. But it's great that I'm going to get back out there with Joe on bass, and the drummer's name is Cameron. And
So what does this benefit do? I mean, is it for a specific shelter, or what is it raising money for?
I'm going to be really honest. If I say this incorrectly, that's my mistake. I think it's St. Hubert's Animal Welfare.
Okay.
I feel bad not remembering it at all, but all I know is that it's definitely for a great cause. I mean, I love animals.
Right.
My family loves animals, and this is going to be a great show for people that even if they don't want to hear, you know, tasteless guitar solos, at least they could come down and show support for the animals, you know. And
Right.
I think that's terrific.
I think it's great too.
I think that's great, yeah.
It's a wonderful cause.
You know, and then the 28th, the next night, you know, my titanium tour bus is perpetually filled with gear. Playing with Mary's Basement at Blue Moon Cafe in Wyckoff, and it's a cover band. And I have a lot of fun with them. You know, they're good guys, they're good musicians. They put up with me, you know, and we all get along well. And the set list varies. I mean, they know a ton of songs, and with me, they said, hey, do you want to do any covers? And I thought, well, there were songs I always wanted to do in high school. I never got the chance. And so I pulled some rabbits out of my hats, and I just said, let's do these songs. It's, you know, I'm still not a fan of cover bands, I'll be honest. But these are my friends, and they like when I help out, and it's fun, you know.
Well, everything you're doing is pretty much original anyway.
So the one band, I know the Steve Bello band is basically, it's like 100% original, right?
Yeah.
And then the Mary's Basement, you're doing a combination, you're saying, of original and covers?
Mary's Basement's all covers.
All covers, okay.
Ripped has 2 albums out. They do mostly originals for obvious reasons. They got to promote their material, but they do some covers. They do. I love when I sit up on stage with them and we do Lights Out by UFO. I always love playing that song.
That's a great song.
Oh, I love it. And, you know, they'll do some Doors tunes, and they'll do, sometimes they do Blackfoot. You know, they'll pull out something really obscure that unless you really know who you're listening to, you're going to probably think, maybe that's an original, you know?
Right,
so,
right.
Right.
But, you know, I learned over time that, you know, as I'm big into promotion and really getting my music to the people. But, you know, for a while I wasn't having fun. That's why I stopped my band for a little while.
It became a job instead of
It did.
Yeah.
It really did, because my biggest problem is that I expect people to come to me and say, hey, we want you to play. And when that didn't happen for 6 months, I thought, okay, there's no interest, so I stopped.
Right.
I just wasn't happy with a lot of things. I won't get into, because I'm not here to talk about negative crap. And, you know, whenever Mary's Basement needed me to fill in for a gig, I was there, and I had fun. And I thought to myself, well, wait a minute. I'm actually enjoying myself. I forgot what this was like.
Right.
You know, and when I was asked to do this benefit concert, I said, all right, I'm going to take the fun that I'm having with Mary's Basement and put it back in my band, because, you know, I'm definitely one of the reasons why it just stopped being fun. And I was too damn serious for my own sneakers, and I wasn't cutting loose, and, you know, I felt like I was on a mission with my music. And I thought at the end of the day, you know what, that's why we have bands like Deep Purple and Rush. They have something to prove, and I'm just a dude, so.
Right.
Yeah, you can't be super, super serious with those crazy sneakers you wear.
No,
Yeah.
no. My daughter makes sure that that's forbidden. So.
Okay.
Yeah, your daughter is a character.
Oh, yes, she is. She just started freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, my
All right.
oldest son is a junior now, and my youngest son is in 6th grade, and I still wonder how I have hair on my head. I mean.
Yeah, right?
And so much of it besides.
Well, thank you.
Some
Yeah,
of us
maybe
aren't
it's
as
Maybelline,
lucky.
but- what the heck is that? Not Maybelline. That's makeup. I'm not poison. Come on, but
Hey, you got to live those 80s.
not me. Hey, Bella, you missed the Nickelback concert. Yeah, that was the idea. But
Right, exactly. So what's new with Linus?
what's new with Linus? Well, let's see. He's 2,
Oh, wow.
and
Okay.
he's a big boy. I think he's 17 pounds.
Wow.
That's a
And
big cat.
he's very moody. He's a moody cat, but he's great. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and Lucy, I think next week she's going to be a year old.
Wow.
And she's just boundless energy. She bounces all over the place. And when she sits still, it looks like she's still moving. So, yeah, she's got the biggest eyes, and she's got such a great personality, you know. And, you know, Linus is definitely very special to us, too. And you know, he has his moments where he's just like, you know, pet me, and then, you know, you're done. Go away. You know?
That's very typical cat.
Oh, yeah, I love my cats, you know.
And which one was it that was became the gun? Was
The
that
what?
that was Lucy, or was that Linus that was your daughter held like a gun in the picture?
Oh, that was Lucy, yes.
That was okay.
It took me a second. I'm like, we don't have guns in this house.
No.
I'm like, I don't want people coming after me. This is the FBI, you know. I don't need it. I'm like, Bonnie, what the hell are you doing to me? You know, my somewhat of a career is over.
Yeah, exactly. No, I enjoy all the pictures you put up of the cats and the kids, and you always have really good
I do
phrases.
that because obviously I love my family and I love my cats. And
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to tell you something, and I hope that people that are listening hear this. There's way too much drama on Facebook.
Yes.
There's just so much drama, you know, and, you know, for me, you know, that was what was great about MySpace, was that there wasn't any drama. It
True.
was almost like there was no room for it. And Facebook, you know, I have a good time. I make sure people have a good time. I'll post as many pictures of my cats as humanly possible. And then I just see other posts, and, you know, I'm not going to go into all the gory details, and I'm like, man, you know, there's just some things that are better left unsaid.
Right.
And it just wears you down. And I'm thinking, you know, I graduated high school, as a matter of fact, 25 years ago this year. And I like to keep it that way. You know, I'm going to my reunion in November, and, you know, I look at everybody's Facebook posts, and don't get me wrong, I get along with the majority of the people that like talking to me. But it's, for every time I make a post about the cats, or my kids did this, or I bought new sneakers, I always see something, and I'm like, oh, my God, man.
Well,
You know, it does get to be a bit much, and you know,
Yes.
Gets to be a little bit of a downer. Some people,
Yeah.
they only put up the bad stuff and they don't put up enough good stuff.
It's not even so much that they don't put up anything good. It's like everything on Facebook is extremes. It's
Yes.
either the worst or I have the most wonderful family that has ever existed in the history of the world.
Yeah, well, I think people, it's kind of like when you make a journal, if you've ever done that. You know, it's like the only time you're really pulling the journal out of the box is because, you know, you either got something really great you want to put in there for people to see down the road, or you got something really bad that you need to write down to kind of get it out of your system.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Facebook comes in, so that's why it's always extremes, it seems like. You know,
But
the
you
people
know
will
what's
be,
weird is, I mean, I've had my Facebook for about 7 years, maybe 6, 7 years, and I've never known it in the beginning to be the way it is now.
No, you're right. It has gotten more so like that. Everybody's life is on there, and it's kind of crazy. You know,
I've seen some incredibly wickedly funny posts from some friends, and I bust out laughing. I'm like, thank God somebody's got it right.
Yes.
yeah.
You know, and I've had my share of people go, man, when are you going to stop talking about shows? And I'm like, excuse me? You know, it blows my mind. And I'm like, well, you know, I'd rather hear that than, well, you stop complaining about what you had for lunch, you know?
Yeah.
Right. Or
Yeah, you
this
know,
one's talking
know.
about me, or I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, who
crap.
took a picture of what salad and they had to put it on Facebook?
Well, I think I took a picture of an apple pie once my wife made.
Okay, well, your wife made it, it's a little different.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
kind of
for
makes
you, I'll
sense.
take a picture of a salad. How's that?
All right, well, I'm a fat
I'll
guy.
go to Panera's and I'll say, excuse me, I'm not going to eat the salad. I'm just going to take a picture of it.
Actually, can I have a salad to take a picture of?
Okay,
Just
because
one of
this is
those.
going on Facebook, and I have
Exactly.
to let the world know this is the greatest damn salad I ever looked at in my life.
Now, the thing you're missing about Facebook, you know what's missing, right?
What's that?
The kids. That's why the posts aren't as, like, you know, frivolous as they, you know, used to be back in the day. Now
Yeah.
it's all like extremes because it's all older people who aren't on Facebook as much as the kids were. All the kids are like, oh my God, the old people are here, psh, and they left.
Well, you know, it's funny. Is my kids signed on years later. You know, they
Right.
were too young at the time.
Sure.
And, you know, I don't hear them saying, like, oh, my God, our dad's on here. I'm like, well, you knew I was on there when you signed up, you know.
Right, right.
And I definitely see where you're coming from. You see, like, the parents will sign up for whatever reasons. It just suddenly became uncool.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that happened to MySpace. I mean,
That's
MySpace
exactly
just
what
went down
happened.
the toilet fast.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened to MySpace. All the kids were on there, all the older people started getting on. That's when the kids left and went to Facebook.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like my bass player put it the best. He said it's like going to the hippest club in town, and then a new club opens up down the road, and let's check this place out and leave the other one in the dust. And I think that's what happened with MySpace.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. That,
You
and
know,
I
'cause
think the
MySpace,
older people.
for me personally, I had a MySpace page since 2004, and I'll tell you, it was a slow build, but I got a lot of attention out of it. And it was only recently when now they have the new MySpace. I think Justin Timberlake redesigned it or some whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to me, it looks like a combination of Facebook and Pinterest.
yeah.
Really, I haven't been on it in probably 2 years. I don't even know what it looks like.
I tried to go on it, and it takes forever to open.
I know.
And I was like, I can't deal with this. Apparently, I don't have a superpower computer to open this thing. So
You
was
know, I
like,
think I have more luck with a carrier pigeon.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
I'd be better off doing the smoke signals like we used
Yeah,
to
I
do a couple
know.
years ago.
Talk to me. You know?
Exactly.
No, but, you know, getting back to the whole Facebook thing, it's like Facebook, again, for my music has been a big, big help.
Yeah.
And I've been directing people to my Reverb Nation page for the simple fact that there is no drama on there.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
It's purely about the music, and people can comment things, and people have been very cool. Nothing's been off color. I signed up for a Vandalism page, and it's getting some decent hits. And right now where my head is at is, okay, definitely Facebook trumped MySpace in so many ways.
Oh, yeah.
Yet I admit I still have a soft spot for MySpace, and I have tried the new MySpace, and I just can't warm up to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It's like going back to your old town and going, this isn't the town I grew up in.
That's not right. Yeah, you
Right.
know what?
That's
When
what it feels like.
Yeah, we did the MySpace thing back in the day. It was awesome for bands because we were
Yeah.
trying to connect with all the unsigned bands and stuff. Awesome. it was very easy to get on there and go, hey, listen, you guys, you want to be on a show, you want to be exposed,
Well,
blah, blah,
that's
blah.
how we found Steve originally.
Was it on there?
Yeah, it was on
I thought it
MySpace.
was Facebook.
No, we found you
No.
originally on Facebook, on MySpace.
Yeah.
Years ago.
My apologies. I thought it was Facebook originally.
Yeah, no, it's been that long. It's been MySpace, but yeah, and it's like totally different animal now. And it's, I'm thinking to myself, man, it used to be such a great place for bands, and I
Yeah.
used to set up like tours and stuff through MySpace.
I know.
Now what are you doing? How do you contact people on Facebook? What do you search? Joe's Bar and Grill and, in wherever, in Amityville, Long Island, New York. How do you set something up? On MySpace, it was just like, it was so easy to find people.
Oh,
On
I
the
know.
old one, the new one, I can't even open it.
Well, the new one is just, to me, it's a nightmare.
Yeah.
I think what they
And-
tried to do is build so much cool stuff into it, it just bogs it down.
Yeah, it's not the same. It's I don't know how else you put it. It's not the same. And
No.
one thing I had noticed, I should say, with MySpace was that it made it easy for anybody who was started a band 10 minutes ago to put a profile up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And I would get people writing me all the time, hey man, love your music, check out my band, and I'm listening, I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, bands I played in high school, I mean, Led Zeppelin wasn't going to lose sleep over us, but if MySpace existed back when I was in high school, I wouldn't have dared put up stuff that I had done
Right.
back then. I just wasn't ready, and hearing these bands, and the sad part is, these were guys my age.
I wish
If you like
MySpace
Pantera
existed back
and
in my
Black
day.
Label, you'll love this band, and I'm listening, I'm like, oh dear.
Wrong Black Label. Wrong one.
Yeah,
And I'm
I
like,
wish
I
I
love
had
Pantera,
back in my
but
day.
and I swear, it's like I hear all these bands, and even through Facebook and reading, hey, check out our band. And I'm an open-minded guy, and like, what'd you think? And I write back, needs a little work. Oh, what are you talking about, man? Well, you asked for my opinion. I'm giving it to you.
Yeah. But my mom loves it.
Yeah, dude. Recorded this demo on a lapel mic. Come on, man. Dude.
Exactly.
Well, what's that noise in the background? That's my smoke detector. Oh, geez, That's
Hey,
a superior quality demo, let me tell you.
Hey,
Yeah.
some of the first recordings I did, I'll tell you how I did it. I did it with 2 8-track tape players. And I recorded on one, and after we did the one track, we'd put it into the other 8-track tape player, play it back, and play something over it, and record it into the other 8-track tape player.
Yeah, I think that's what the Beatles did.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about like 8-track reel-to-reel player.
He's
I'm
talking about the cartridges.
I'm talking about the cartridge 8-track
Oh, my
tape
God.
player. I'm talking about a real 8-track.
Poor
and I'm-
boy recording.
Yeah, and I'm talking
Holy
about,
smokes, man.
you had to time your song properly
Yes.
so it wouldn't click to the next track in the middle of your song.
Let me guess, you had wood paneling and a beanbag chair, too?
Yes, we did have wood paneling, but no beanbag chair.
Come on, the
Absolutely
70s were
not.
the age of wood, man.
Right.
I still got my Atari games, so.
Do you really? Wow. Oh, my God.
I'm 43, my heart and hair stay 18, so.
That's nice.
There you go.
But, man, you recorded on like an 8-track.
8-track cassette player, yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, because I actually found one. I'm like, wow, this one records. And I
my
had one that
God.
played, and I was like, this is awesome. We could do this. So we do all the rhythm tracks. We put one guitar down, record it, play it back on the player, and then play along with it and record it again.
Oh, my God.
It worked out. It was
I
fun.
don't know how I could do that.
Well, you're right. The Beatles did do something like that, but not just one track at a time.
Oof. It's like we're still working on a demo. When did it start? At 77?
Yeah. Started in '69. I'm getting there.
Yeah. We're just about done with the bass track. Damn click. Yeah.
Shouldn't have went too long on that solo. All of a sudden, it clicks, goes to the next
Yeah.
track.
Oh,
Bastard.
You're like, wait a minute. I think we just recorded off my dad's Perry Como. Whoops, sorry.
Yeah, exactly. That was the best part. We only had one 8-track tape in the whole house. That was
Oh,
actually,
man, so you used it wisely.
It was only a pre-recorded 8-track. The only one we had that was pre-recorded was one. one. It was Silver Convention. But we went out and we bought 2 blank ones that we could mess with, and we just kept swapping them and swapping them.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Imagine the
Hey, you
hiss
just
in
gotta-
that background.
Yeah,
Imagine
right?
what?
The hiss in the background from being recorded over and over and over again.
Yeah. A lot of tape
But,
noise.
but I'll tell you what, though, for me, part of the charm is that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because it's homegrown, it's homemade,
Yeah.
it's real.
Yep.
And all these kids have, I sound like my dad, all these kids today, these kids have Pro Tools and
Yep.
Cubase and the
We don't
NASA
have any
Hubble
of that.
telescope. And I'm like, but you know, at the end of the day, you're not writing a song.
Right.
The computer's writing your material.
Right. There was absolutely no technique involved.
Yes.
And there was no talent involved. I mean, the first mixing board I had, when I tell you mixing board, okay, I know you got this idea in your head of what a mixing board looks like.
Yeah.
My first mixing board with these little tiny 9-volt battery powered 4-channel mixers from Radio Shack that just had a volume on them. And I had 3 of them. And
You
I
get
took
the impression he's about 112 years old.
and I went from one of those, I went from the top one to the middle one, from the middle one to the bottom one, and from the bottom one out to an amplifier, a bass head amplifier that went into these speakers I made. It was a box made out of plywood, and I had like these little 10-inch, 6-inch speakers, whatever, in there. That was my PA.
Oh, man.
So if you wanted to get a good bass drum sound, the only way you could do it was to move the mic and get a good sound with the mic. And keep in mind, my best mic at the time, I paid $39.95 for.
Was it realistic from Radio Shack?
No, it wasn't even. It was a Marlboro. Remember Marlboro amps?
Marlboro.
It was a
Yeah, the
Marlboro
10-gallon hat.
mic. Yeah.
Oh, good heavens. You really are 112.
Who, me?
No, not you.
I'm
Yeah.
110, all right?
Yeah, but you know what? Let me tell you this. I got so good at miking drums with
Yeah.
crappy mics and no EQ that when I got the AKG D12E to put on that bass drum, the thing sounded awesome. And I put it
believe
to a
it.
console with actual EQ. It made me into a miking genius.
There you go.
And that's really what it boils down to.
You know, I'm all for technology, but, you know, it was, my daughter was talking with a friend of mine, you know, and she was just going on and on about how, you know, I think GarageBand is cool. I think it's a great sketch pad for song ideas.
Yeah.
But, you know, she said, you know, my friends are using GarageBand, and all they're doing is programming beats and putting it on SoundCloud, and they're
Yeah.
saying it's a song. And,
Yeah.
you know, my daughter's acting like me. She's like, that's not a song, and that's not writing, and that's that. And I said, you know what? She's right.
That's right.
You know, and I'm all for technology. I'm
Absolutely.
not going to ixnay it. But I think it was Ronnie James Dio who said it before he passed away. He said, real musicians sit in a room, you know, I'm kind of paraphrasing here, and look at each other and say, all right, let's write something.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's awful, just write something.
Exactly.
And it seems like everybody's way too paranoid now, especially with YouTube and all this stuff. It's like, God, you know, I made more mistakes in my lifetime than I'll ever admit, but it's real,
Yes.
Yeah.
you know. And what I'm hoping for whenever I get to do my next album, I want to do it all analog.
Nice.
I want to do it where it's live to tape, and you know, there's going to be some hiss, and there's. I want that. You know, I just think music has gotten too sterile over the years. It's just gotten too much like wallpaper. Like, yeah, there it is. There's no heart behind it.
So you want it to sound live, do you?
Yes.
You want me to
You
tell
know,
you,
I-
you want me to tell you the trick, Steve?
What's that?
I'll tell you the trick. You bring everything through an analog mixing console and then record it digitally on Pro Tools. It gives you the live sound, it gives you the analog sound, minus all of the hiss, but it still gives you that live sound. That's the trick. That's what they're doing now. That's the hot setup. Instead
Yeah.
of bringing it in digitally, you bring it in through a regular analog, old school console, right out of there, and you pump it into whatever track you want to record on it in Pro Tools or whatever your digital recording of choice is. And it'll warm it right up.
That's what I want.
That's
you know,
exactly
and,
what they're doing now.
you know, again, going back to my daughter for a second, she's totally into vinyl, which is amazing. You know, she
Well,
just
it's great.
decided I love vinyl, so I've been taking her to all these record shops, and you know, it's a thrill that she's like, you know, she likes holding this big double gatefold album.
Nice.
in her hands. And, you know, one of my old history teachers, he just opened up a record store in Lyndhurst called A&M Music. And she even said to him, you know, how come people like downloading so much? I love holding records. And he even said, you know, when you download, you're only getting, like, I think a quarter of the experience.
Sure.
You're not holding something. You know, you're looking at a 2x2 square of an album cover. That's a joke.
Right.
You know, for me, again, going back to when I get to do my next album, I would love to do a vinyl album.
Yeah,
You know, they're expensive to make.
Yes.
they are now, yeah.
Oh, my God. I was like, wow, it's cheaper to make CDs. Yeah, I think CDs are even going the way of the dodo now, but...
Very true.
You know, but I just want something genuine. You know,
Yeah.
I want to do something where people go, man, I feel like I'm in the room with you as you're recording it.
Right.
You know, when I hear Zeppelin, when I hear Van Halen,
Yep.
early Sabbath, when I throw the headphones on, I feel like I'm in that room, and that's what I want.
Yeah. Well, you know what? You can, if you got a nice stereo and you're playing it through some good headphones or nice speakers, you could probably, if you whip out an MP3 of one of those Van Halens, the Led Zeppelins, the Pink Floyd, and let her listen to that song, and then play it the same song on vinyl, you'll notice there's extra guitar parts and extra other things that you don't get on the MP3s because of the way the digital is converted. There's dominant tones, and the less dominant tones get wiped out.
Well, I think with vinyl, you get 10% more distortion, and you get less compression.
But you get a lot more stuff because all those tones don't get wiped out. They actually record over each other. And
Yeah.
you hear them, you're like, wow, I never noticed that part before, you know, if you're used to MP3s.
Yeah, I think that's coming back. I think people want to hear warmth. I think people want to feel something, and you just don't feel it with MP3s.
No. You get the convenience of taking thousands of songs with you on a little tiny disc, you know, a little on a phone or a iPod or something, but you don't really get the whole experience for sure. I mean, if you're going to sit down and listen to Pink Floyd, The Wall, Dark Side of the Moon or something, you know, you got to do the vinyl. You got to hear it.
Well, that's what's you know, to me growing up as a kid. When I listen to albums, I listen to them as like a little mini experience. You know, now it's like I'll hear about a new band. Hey, check out this band. I'll hear like a song that I like, and the rest of it's filler, and I'm like, you know, you can tell that they don't. You know, I don't want to sound like a stuffy old man, but no one thinks about writing a full album anymore. It's like a collection of songs, and let's hope one of these is a hit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You know, and one great thing I heard, actually, my bass player told me, one of his buddies bought a copy of Go Berserk. I can't believe that album's going on. Actually, it's over 2 years old. He said that the guy listened to it, and he said it reminded him of Pink Floyd, The Wall. And I thought, that's really interesting. You know, The Wall is a double album. I said, I didn't understand what he was talking about. He said he felt like he was listening to a story.
Wow.
And I was like, damn.
Okay. Well, that's cool. And you know what? I just want to bring this up because you mentioned it before about UFO, one of my all-time favorite bands growing up as a kid. I've probably seen them a dozen times. And if the viewers out there want to win Pink Floyd, win the UFO well, Pink Floyd too, but if they want to,
Win Buffalo Springfield tickets.
Yeah, there you go. If you want to sign up for UFO, UFO is going to be coming to Revolution in Amityville, Long Island, New York on October 5th. So you can go to the Win It Now link or to the contest page, and you can sign up to win UFO tickets at Revolution in Amityville.
Sweet.
Yeah, I'll be at that show. I'll be there. Hope Michael Shank is going to be there. Is he still touring with him?
No, it's Vinnie Moore.
Yeah, I don't think so. Well, Steve, it's been great talking to you, man.
It was definitely great. It was definitely great. Oh, before I forget, I definitely want to mention this Friday, next Friday, the 27th, at Roxy and Dukes in Dunlin, New Jersey. My band will be playing with Freak of the Day and a host of others for the animal welfare benefit. I really, really hope it's a nice turnout. You know, support live music. Definitely support the animals. I mean, that's important to me.
Absolutely.
You know, and check out my sneakers. So.
Right.
Hey, go there and check out Steve Bellows sneakers. Absolutely.
Yes.
It's worth a look. Definitely worth it.
All righty. Well, thanks again, man. Thank you. You guys have always been so great to me, and anytime something big comes up, I always want to make sure you get first dibs. So.
I appreciate that.
We appreciate that, Steve. You have a great time.
Thanks,
Kick some
man.
butt
You
down
too.
there for us.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, so what do we got? We got coming up on InRavio.com. We've got Dear Dad, Manana,
Tomorrow, yes.
6:30 to 7:30, right? We got to give a big congratulations to Gina on the Gina Show, Gina Cotillo. It was her 50th show, her 1-year anniversary.
Yep.
And we also have to give another shout out to Beatles Across the Universe with their anniversary month as well, right? They had a great show. And we also have to give an anniversary shout out to Backwater, right? Christina Mishi was their anniversary as well.
August.
August, yeah.
Yes.
Little belated
Yes,
anniversary. We
little
waited a
belated.
little bit longer because they were pushing it ahead. So got a bunch of anniversaries here at InRavio.com.
That's right.
Okay, so Thursday we got Dear Dad, and then Friday we've got our own Matt Martin, in or out, pun intended.
With a wonderful guest. Uh-oh. I'm sorry? Christina Oliva.
Oliva of New York.
Of New York.
She's going to be in studio, right?
Yes, she
With-
will be here with her brand new hair extension line. Yes.
Correct.
Clip in, apparently.
Models, the
I'm
whole deal.
hoping it maybe she'll have something for me.
Something, a little take home for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
that'd be
never had
cool.
hair extensions. So
And that is
That
from
is-
6 to 7 on
yes,
Friday.
6 to
So
7 on
join
Friday.
Matt, and should be interesting. Got his whole models in house. Matt does the whole model thing. Good, flipping his hair, he does it. He's got it down pat.
That's right. He's good at
All
it.
right, so we'll check you out next week. More stupid news,
Oh, yeah, I've got lots that we didn't even get to today, and some of them are really good.
and maybe a really cool demonstration I've been working on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but Ken's not here,
Okay.
so we'll see. Maybe for next week.
Sounds good.
Okay,
All right, so
see you next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
see you later. Bye.